What is up, guys? Welcome back. Today's reaction video is going to be the 10 biggest lies about India. Now, I have said we're going to be diving into a little bit of India. I don't know much about it. I am learning. But on this quest to learning more about not only India, the world, the potential is going to be a lot of false information out there. Hopefully this video is going to get away 10 lies which I potentially may hear when I'm doing these reaction videos. So this is the 10 biggest lies about India. Smash that like button, I'd seriously appreciate it. The more you guys like the video and comment you want more and comment different types of video relating to this, the more I will do it. So smash that like button, smash them comments in on what you want me to react to, and smash that subscribe button while you're at it. I would seriously appreciate that, you absolute legends. Let's check this out, the 10 biggest lies about India. I'm guessing this is going to go down the route of stereotypes and stuff like that, or misinformation. Well, it's got to be misinformation if it's a lie. So yeah, let's check it out. Let's see what we got.
India has the second largest population in the world next to China, and not to mention even the amount of Indians that have immigrated to other countries. And with a lot of people comes a lot of different stereotypes, misconceptions, and lies. Welcome back to another episode of FTD Facts. My name is Leroy Kenton, and this is the latest episode in our biggest lies series. We've done them about several other countries before, and now I found 10 for
Let me know if you want me to check them out in the comments as well, because again, we're exploring all countries.
India. So let's just jump into everything. So the lie at number 10 is Indian is a language. Oh my God, like, can you speak Indian? Speak Indian. No. Indian is not a language. It's a nationality, okay? And there are hundreds of languages actually spoken throughout India, and the language of English and Hindi are the most widely spoken.
Hindi, okay, because I didn't obviously know Indian wasn't the language, but I was just sat here thinking, well, what language do they actually speak? I could not remember off the top of my head. Hindi is the one, and then obviously, I think in my last video, it was something like 135 million or English speakers.
Spoken languages. And actually that leads me to the next lie. Indians speak Hindu? Okay guys, a lot of people get confused with the religion of Hindu and the language of Hindi. So yes, Hindu is the religion and Hindi is the language. But yeah, you'll definitely be surprised that many Indians don't even speak Hindi anyways. They speak languages of the Dravidian origin. And as a matter of fact, Hindi isn't even taught in many of the schools in India. Also, every region has its own set of languages, and Hindi is spoken in its purest form in the northern sections of India. Now, the next lie is Indians are poor, but they're happy. So I guess this one comes from watching different movies and TV shows. I remember that movie Slumdog Millionaire and all of that. I
haven't actually seen that movie, but I know I should. But I guess this is a general stereotype. It could be anywhere, to be honest with you. But I guess because India's so big and so vast and the population is massive, you potentially, like you said, on movies, you get the idea of there's a large population which go without, unfortunately, but they're happy. Apparently it's a lie. Let's see what he has to say. I'm assuming he's going to say the majority are well off and stuff like that, but there is obviously a community which is unfortunately poor. So that's what I'm assuming that is, because it doesn't apply to all Indians.
Slums in India. However, the Indian population is divided into three basic categories. Like there's the poor, there's the middle class, and then there's the rich.
Just like any other country.
There's a lot of poverty in the country, the biggest economic group is the middle class. They live great lifestyles and have amazing homes as well. Also, some of the richest people in the world live in India. So to assume that it's just a poor country, but they're happy anyways being poor, that is just a straight up lie. The next one is Indians are uneducated. This is probably one of the most inaccurate stereotypes because Indians are highly educated. They don't just work at convenience stores, Indian educational system is a very important part to the country. Even poor families from different villages strive to make their children have the best education. There's a lot of doctors and engineers that come out of India, as well as people with MBAs.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think, like, I don't really know too many Indian people, but the ones I do, to be fair, are in very well, high-paid, jobs that need education, like doctors and stuff like that. So yeah, I agree with that. They're not uneducated and fair play.
And PhDs, all sorts of major qualifications, and business people. The education system in India is very competitive and challenging. And I heard that it's even more challenging than some of the schools over here in the West. So yeah, anyways, bottom line is a lot of smart people coming out of India. Now this other one kind of ties into the previous lie at number 7, but all Indians are IT experts.
You know what, that is definitely a stereotype, and I've probably heard that before. Oh, it's just lurking in the back of my brain. Probably because you always see a lot of when you see the scam stuff come from potentially India and stuff like that. So you kind of just assume they're pretty good at hacking and scamming and stuff like that.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I've gotten those IT calls from India that are just straight up scams. But
Yeah,
yeah,
there
this
we
is
go.
another big lie. Indians have showcased a lot of different talents in various fields, including the information technology field, of course. But yeah, there's a lot of popular personalities from India, like Priyanka Chopra, she's an actress and a
Okay.
singer. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he's into politics and he's the current Prime Minister of India.
Oh, fair
Dhoni,
play.
who's big into sports, he's a major cricket player. And Amartya Sen is known in the field of literature. So yeah, there's a whole sea of talents that the people of India have. Halfway in
Definitely.
at number 5, all marriages are arranged by.
This is actually something I touched upon on my last video, and someone commented saying it is still quite common for an arranged marriage, just because I didn't know how common it was at all. And they did say it is still quite common, but it's not everyone. So fair play. Again, it's people's religious beliefs and stuff like that. I'm not against it. Fair play.
Indian parents. And in all honesty, if you go to India and you speak to the families there, they're actually quite liberal in who their children marry. Even as the majority of marriages in India are arranged, there's definitely a huge rise in love marriages. You know, people just
Okay.
get married because they really love each other, have nothing to do with the parents. And also in India, marriages aren't really forced upon the kids these days, although yes, it is a big dream and wish and a hope and prayer for a lot of Indian parents, like many other countries, for their kids to get married. It's a
Yep.
big lie to say that they're all forced. Now, I actually heard this one this week. Indians are vegetarians because they worship cows. So Indians, they do have a mix of vegetarian and non-vegetarians, pescatarian.
That's like the rest of the world, though, isn't it? They do have IDs for the cows, which is a pretty cool idea. So they do like the cows, but okay, it's just a mix of everyone, isn't it?
All sorts of Tarians. I mean, like Indians, they eat buttered chicken and kebabs with beef, and they do have a
Yeah.
wide variety of vegetarian dishes as well as non-vegetarian dishes. Really, there's a whole buffet in the country of India. There's also belief that Indians worship millions of gods, 330 million gods to be exact. Now, these gods and goddesses have multiple heads and arms and all of that. So, like, what kind of thing is going on here in the religion of Hinduism, which is the largest religion in India? But not many people know that while Hindus do believe that God is in everything, it's all a manifestation of one source and creator
Okay.
of reality, which they refer to as Brahman. So
Oh, fair
therefore,
play.
every living and non-living thing is viewed as sacred. Each of the gods and goddesses in Hinduism also represent individual aspects of Brahman. So for example, Ganesh is worshipped for good fortune and removing obstacles. And Hinduism doesn't actually prescribe any sort of set path for people. Rather, the followers focus on building their own genuine connection with God. And they can
Okay,
pick and
fair
choose
play.
whichever deity they feel to worship, which all represent an aspect of the one true God anyways. Now, the second lie is Indians all do yoga and say namaste.
Yeah.
So there's
Yeah, I've never heard of the yoga one before. Definitely
been a
not.
huge growth in the new age spirituality, especially over here in the West, and it's brought a lot of different views up in terms of spirituality from India. Yet the yoga wildly practice in the West is completely different from the centuries old tradition that is practiced in India. Also,
Okay.
not everyone in India incorporates yoga into their daily lives. And while namaste is a very integral part in the Indian culture, it's no longer a universal greeting in modern Indian society. Normally, you hear that type of greeting used in formal gatherings or when people are interacting with elders. It's also most common where they speak Hindi in its purest form, and you'll find that in North India. And the final biggest misconception, stereotype, and lie about India
I've never heard India has no toilets. I mean, where are you gonna go if you want to go for a little wee or shite? You know what I mean? I've never heard
is
of
that
that.
India has no toilets. I hear this one all the time, like seriously, and I see them in the comment section. You guys are like terrible sometimes towards Indians. Anyways, that's another story though. But yes, you'll find that there's many squatter toilets in India, and
Okay.
also many places
Just like
don't have
France.
toilets. However, the government of India claims that the situation has been improving rapidly since 2015, and this is mainly due to the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan campaign. And according to the latest numbers, only 5% of the total population of India have no access to toilets at all.
That's quite a small number. You think about the amount of population there is and how big it is. I suppose it potentially could be hard to get toilets everywhere, I guess. 5% is a small number. I suppose if you think about it, actually how much that number is, it may be quite big. But in terms Of 100%, 5% isn't that bad.
And that is far from all Indians having
Definitely.
no toilets.
Way
Okay,
far.
guys, so those were the 10 biggest misconceptions, stereotypes, and just straight up lies about India.
Let me know any others in the comments if you can think of any. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It's been a short one. 10 lies, which, if they come up in any future reactions, I know to bat them away because I know the truth now. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button as well. You absolute legends. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.